I never thought I'd become one of those girls. The paranoid girlfriend, the suspicious one, the girl checking who liked his stories at 1 a.m. But after 2 years together, things with Marcus started feeling weird. He suddenly became protective over his phone, started turning it face down, taking calls outside. And the biggest red flag, he stopped posting me completely. At first, I told myself I was overthinking, because every time I asked, he'd laugh and say, "You watch too many TikTok relationship stories." Maybe I did, but my gut kept screaming that something wasn't right. Then one Friday night, he canceled our date, saying he was helping his cousin move apartments. Cool, normal excuse. Except an hour later, his location randomly updated to a luxury hotel downtown. A hotel at midnight. My heart dropped so fast I actually felt sick. I called him. No answer. Again, no answer. Then suddenly my message delivered green instead of blue. He blocked me. That whole night I cried so hard I threw up. But the next morning, I did something toxic, something I never imagined myself doing. I made a fake Instagram account, pretty girl, no posts, fake name. Bio said, "Soft life, don't waste my time." I followed him, and he accepted within 3 minutes. 3 minutes. The same man who took 6 months to commit to me was suddenly typing, "You're gorgeous." I remember staring at the screen feeling numb, but it got worse, way worse, because over the next few days he flirted hard, calling the fake girl baby, sending heart emojis, asking to meet. And then one night he sent a voice note saying, "I can't really post you because my ex is crazy and still obsessed with me." My stomach dropped because I realized I was the crazy ex. But wait, that wasn't even the worst part. 3 days later, he asked the fake account if she was okay with dating a man who had responsibilities. I asked what responsibilities meant, and he replied, "I got 2 kids. Their mom and I aren't together, though." I literally stopped breathing. 2 kids? 2? In 2 years, he never once mentioned children. Not once. I started shaking so badly I dropped my phone. At first, I thought he was lying to impress girls or something, until I searched deeper. And there she was, a woman tagged in an old Facebook post from years ago, holding 2 little kids beside him. Family photos, matching pajamas, Christmas pictures, comments saying, "Beautiful family." I felt physically ill. This man didn't just cheat. He erased entire human beings from his life story. But the craziest part? I still didn't confront him immediately. I wanted proof, so I kept pretending to be the fake girl. And honestly, the things he confessed were horrifying. He admitted he talked to multiple women for entertainment, said girlfriends are temporary, said women become easier to manipulate when they're emotionally attached. I remember sitting there staring at the messages thinking, who is this person? Because the version I dated was sweet, soft-spoken, patient. But the version online, cold, almost evil. Then came the final straw. He asked the fake account to meet him at the same hotel he lied about. And I agreed. I wanted to see his face when he realized. So I showed up early, hoodie, mask, heart beating out of my chest. Then I saw him walk in holding flowers. Flowers. The same man who forgot my birthday last year was carrying roses for a stranger online. I almost lost it right there, but instead I waited until he sat down. Then I walked over slowly, and when he looked up, I have never seen a human being turn pale that fast. He just whispered, What? I sat down across from him and placed the second phone, the fake account phone, on the table. The look in his eyes, pure panic. For like 10 whole seconds, neither of us spoke. Then he said, "I can explain." And I actually laughed. Because what explanation exists for secretly having children, cheating online, lying constantly, and calling your girlfriend your crazy ex? He started crying. Actual tears. People in the restaurant were staring. But honestly, I felt nothing anymore. Not sadness, not anger, nothing. I just felt embarrassed. Embarrassed that I ignored every red flag because I loved potential more than reality. Then he grabbed my hand and said, "Please don't leave me." And that's when I asked the question that destroyed him. "Does your wife know where you are?" Silence. Complete silence. That woman wasn't even an ex. She was still his girlfriend. Maybe even his wife. I stood up immediately, and before leaving, I dropped the flowers back onto the table and said, "Give these to the right woman." Then I walked out, blocked him everywhere, and 2 weeks later, the real wife messaged me. Apparently, I wasn't the first girl, not even close. There were others, a lot of others. And honestly, that hurt more than the cheating itself. Because it made me realize I wasn't special to him. Just another episode in a pattern. So if you're watching this and your gut keeps warning you about someone, please listen. Sometimes the truth sounds crazy until the evidence finally catches up. And trust me, some people aren't hiding one secret. They're hiding an entire second life. What would you have done after discovering the fake account truth? And be honest, would you expose him to the wife or stay out of it? Comment below.